very good evening to your dear viewers. Thank you for staying tuned on YOTV. As always, I'm Jackie Lingla, ready to update you of what is happening in the business space here on Business on Sport every Friday at 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And of course, looking at business on in terms of technology development in Uganda, we have moved about we have gone on an upward trend away from traditional broadcasting to using various social media platforms. But right now, gone are the days where people have to go back home and watch their favorite soap. They can watch all that using their phones. So today on Business and Sports, we need to digest more about online streaming. We have various channels that have come into the market, and one of them is YOTV, and we have the CEO himself here to take us through how YOTV operates and how this market is transforming Uganda in terms of development. A very good evening, sir.
Thank you. Good evening.
We are very excited to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so could you just introduce yourself to the viewers and just tell us exactly what you do in YOTV?
Now, my name is Akram Gisha. I'm the CEO here at YOTV. YOTV is actually a brand, but the parent company for YOTV is called Unveiling Media.
Okay.
So I'm the CEO here at Unveiling Media, a company that owns YOTV channels app.
Okay, just briefly explain to the ones who did not have a chance to watch the other show that we had with you guys. Explain to the viewers exactly what YOTV is. In brief.
YOTV channels is a streaming platform, the leading streaming platform in the region in the moment. Majorly focused on local content, developing or growing the local content industry. So that's really what it is in brief. It's a local streaming platform focused on growing local content.
So when you say local streaming platform, could you just in depth explain to us what online streaming is?
So we had terrestrial TV, which is TV on the wall, and then now we have these mobile gadgets. Okay, you have a smartphone, you have a tablet or an iPad like this. Okay, and so what you do is you have internet access on that device, a phone or a tablet, and you are able to watch content, okay, or watch videos, okay, or anything live, okay. Could be TV, okay. Could be listening to radio over that gadget with internet access, okay. So that's what we call streaming.
So what inspired you to go for this trend?
So we identified a problem, and the problem was a very busy world, a very busy space, people on the move all the time. Everybody is on the streets, everybody is working. What that meant was that work becomes priority. Okay, if I leave home and I have a TV on the wall and I go to work, I don't have a chance to watch TV again until I come home in the evening to get a chance to watch some TV again. Okay, and then we thought, but then the TV owners, like Rest TV, the media houses, continue to broadcast while people are gone. Okay, my sister will continue to present. Okay,
or
but
people are in their offices working.
Yeah, but the people she is presenting for are not watching.
Okay.
They are gone. They're at work. Okay, but then we note that these people that are gone, that are actually at work, they get breaks. Okay, sometimes it's a breakfast break, sometimes it's a lunch break, sometimes imagine whatever break you get, okay? Which would mean that I can actually pick up my cell phone and go to YOTV channels app and click Rest TV, okay? And I say, I want to listen to a sermon or listen to a song. Could be Hill song, could be Jesus Culture or Bethel on Rest TV, okay? On my phone for 20 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
And I'll put my phone over here and I'll have fun, okay? Or I would feed my soul with, whatever song or someone that I'm consuming, and then 20 minutes gone, then I'm back to work, okay? Busy again. And so we felt bringing that convenience to the people in terms of consuming TV, consuming radio, and consuming content on the go, regardless of how busy they are. Having people watching news on their way home, probably in a taxi or in an Uber, or probably, I don't know, maybe a border person at the stage waiting for the person.
You don't have to miss your soccer
No,
match.
you don't have to miss anything. So regardless of where you are, please grab your phone, watch your favorite program on TV, and then go home and sleep, okay? Because probably I assume you're gonna go home tired and you just wanna sleep, right? Because you've watched everything there is to watch on your cell phone, or on your tablet, or on your computer, because YOTV can be accessed on tablet or computer or cell phone, anything, okay? So there's so many ways for you to be able to watch your things and go home totally updated and with all the information that you could possibly get on TV and radio. So that's what YOTV.
So how long ago was this? When did you actually get your dream to materialize from paper to reality? When did your TV start in Uganda?
End of 2016, I think I could say the idea was conceived. Then 2017, throughout the year 2017, we are trying to implement it and getting to different TV stations and telling them, listen, this could work, okay? There's no chance for us in the future that people are going to be seated at home watching TV. So if we should continue to broadcast, then we need to find people where they are.
Okay.
And the only way we find people where they are is to bring the TVs here. So 2017 we're doing that. And so then fast forward, we are here, okay? And we are talking about over 60 TV stations. We are talking about over close to 80 radio stations, and all of them buying into the dream of being consumed on the go. Okay, being consumed on the go.
So how was the tech environment in 2017 for you?
Yeah, I mean, you think of business challenges, and then it's people when you ask people business challenges, people say money. You need money to start a business, and then all the resources, right? But then for me, for us, it was a paradigm shift, a mindset change, and that's a big problem. And for me, that was really a very big problem to actually change people's mindsets, to break walls in people's minds that you can watch TV on the phone. Like, are you crazy? How am I gonna watch TV on the phone? Like, the screen is so small. I can't do that, right? And to get people used to the fact that TV is now on the phone, it's not an easy thing to get people to get people's mindsets to change. To get people to actually understand that or get used to it, or that's really hard. And I can say it's a work in progress. It's not something you achieve and then you go like we kind of are good now. I mean, I can tell you there are people who still say I don't do smartphones. I mean, I'm gonna do my phone with buttons. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay. So you can imagine how long smartphones have been around, but then you still have people who say, smartphones are not my thing. Okay.
So what was your COVID experience like? Were you operating? Were was it an advantage to your site?
Oh, that's a brilliant question. I like that question. I love to answer that question. We launched right on the cusp of COVID. We launched on, I think, 15th February, if I'm right, yeah, of 2020. And I think sometime in March, the first lockdown was announced. So lockdowns and COVID restrictions were looming, and then we launched. Okay. So normally, we could say COVID was a good thing for a lot of digital platforms because people were home, but COVID was a great thing for a lot of digital platforms that were already known, that people could easily pick up. Okay, it's not okay, but we were known. Yes, but we were not known. So what it meant is that we had launched to go to the market so that we could get known, so people could know us. So our chances of survival were really minimal, okay? Because we needed to go to the market, we needed to advertise, we needed to send trade teams to the market, we needed to put billboards up, okay? We needed to do massive advertising so that we could pick up momentum. So we didn't have any momentum, but thank God, we were able to pull through the whole COVID period, and that's why you're here talking to us. That means we survived, right?
That is well said for you from Mr. Mugisha Agre, the CEO of YOTV, one of the online channels that we have where you can access Ugandan content for TVs and also radios in your comfort. If you're at home, if you're in the bathroom, if you're in a border, you can watch your soccer match. You don't have to wait to go home. Now, Mr. Mugisha, could you just take us through, just to understand more the difference between the three? What is the difference between online streaming, traditional broadcasting, and when someone says social media? What is the difference?
So you said three things. There is
traditional broadcast.
Yeah, traditional broadcast. That's what they call terrestrial TV. Okay, your TV at home on the wall with the remote, scrolling through those. Okay, and that's the only way. Okay, terrestrial TV. That's what we grew up watching TV. Okay, everybody fighting for the remote. Okay, and everybody waiting for the other one's program to end so they could. Or praying that their program ends fast, so your football match should, starting soon. So that's really terrestrial TV, okay, which in so many ways is
so apparently you can actually watch everyone. You can be on a dining table and everyone watching their own. Everybody's
watching their own because everybody's got their own smartphone and everybody's got their own app. Okay, so that's really what your TV is all about. Okay, so that's traditional broadcasting. Okay, now then we have digital streaming. The YOTV channels way, where you have one app, and in that one app there are 60 TV stations, working with them in the palm of your hand or in your pocket, and you have over 80 radio stations, okay, and you can record, and you can rewind, you can go back up to 4 days if you missed something, and you can do anything, okay? It's so interactive. You can do whatever you want with it. So convenient. So that is then digital streaming, where you are watching things over the internet, okay? On a smart device that's internet enabled. That's digital streaming. Then we talk about social media. Now, social media then, platforms where people share content. Okay, people share messages. People respond to each other. Okay, people share pictures. Okay, people advertise. Okay, businesses. Okay, and all that stuff. They are actually moving into quite something. Okay, that they are. in the moment very well competing with anything in terms of advertising, okay, and that, so social media platforms. So those are really social media platforms where they are the communication, they become communication mediums and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we are to narrow this down a bit, what are the benefits of online streaming versus traditional broadcasting?
Like we've been saying,
Apart from just being able to, watch real time. If I want to watch my match from the office, I watch it from there. Is there any other benefits that a customer should be aware of and maybe look into getting the YOTV channel on their phones?
So I like to break this down into 3 parts, okay? Because for me it's beneficial to 3 categories of people. Okay, there is a viewer.
Okay.
There is a viewer out there who just wants to watch things. Okay, so to that one I said the advantage is that the viewer of our times is a viewer on the move. Okay, they don't really sit in the same place. They hate sitting in the same place. They always want to get going. Okay, and that's why we are hooked on our smartphones. Okay, if you want to talk to them, they gotta put their smartphone away. That's why when we go to restaurants to eat, instead of talking to each other, everybody is busy talking like, "What are you guys doing here?" Right? Like, put your phones away. We are hooked. So if you want them to watch anything for you, you better put it on the phone. If you don't, you've lost them. Okay. So I say terrestrial TV or traditional broadcasting does not stand a chance with a viewer of our times. They don't stand a chance. So everything has got to come to your TV channels. Your TV or your radio station out there has got to be on your TV channels to stand a chance. Now, that's one beneficiary when it comes to digital streaming. Now, the second one is the TV owner or the radio owner or any media house owner out there. I say your TV station or your radio station has got to be on a digital platform. It has got to have a digital presence somewhere because it cannot survive. It can't survive now, it won't survive even more tomorrow without it being in that place where the young people or the people of this generation can access it, because they can only access it on a smart device which they have on the go. So that's my call to them to say, come on, you have got to be on your TV channel's app. Okay, you've got to make sure that your TV or your radio is on your TV channel's app, and then we'll tell you how it's performing and how people are consuming it. And then the third beneficiary is the advertiser. So I mean, TV owners and the media house owners, they tell you there's the prime time. Everybody wants to advertise in prime time. Okay, the news time. Okay, every serious company advertises during that time. Okay, but how many adverts can run during that time? They are only limited because the news. I mean, we want news. We want to watch news. We don't want adverts. Okay, so you can only have so many adverts during that period. And I'm saying, should we have prime time? So no, I'm saying to the advertiser out there, your adverts should be seen at 9 in the morning, at 10 in the morning, at 8 in the morning. All the time your ads should be watched, okay? And the only way that happens is if the TV you're advertising on is on your TV channel's app. Because what that means is that your target audience is actually on the phone. And they are watching that TV station where you placed your advert on their phone. They have not left home, okay? Because I mean, if they leave home, then you go like, why do I put my ad at 10 when there's nobody at home, okay? I'm gonna put it on at 9 p.m. in the night during the news time, so everybody is watching it, right? And no, we're saying everybody is gonna be watching that ad at 8 in the morning, at 9 in the morning, because our people don't have prime time. Every hour, every time is prime time on your TV channels. So to the advertisers, I say it's the digital streaming that gets you. That's the way to go. Everything. If you wanna pay for for ads, or you wanna place your ads, you have got to make sure that that TV station, that radio station has a digital presence somewhere, and people continue to actually consume it even when they are wherever they are, because the advertisers they sell goods, right? And they target people who have some money to buy. They don't want to target people who stay home watching TV the whole day, right? So those are the YOTV channels subscribers. Those are the YOTV channels people. Those are the people who have the app that they should target. So it benefits the advertisers, it benefits the media house owners, and it benefits the viewers. So those are the three categories I like to really say the YOTV channels app or this digital streaming platform benefits it.
Okay, is this a free service for Ugandans?
No and yes. No and yes. And
okay.
No and yes. And I'll tell you, I will explain the yes and I'll explain the no.
Alright,
Okay.
Yes.
So I will explain both. And it's not a free service in a sense, okay, that you have got to buy data for you to consume it. Okay, it requires that you buy a specific kind of data for you to consume it. Why do I say that? Why I say that is normally we on probably MTN you press *150# and you buy data. Okay, that's not the data that this app consumes. No, so this app has bundles. So we partnered with MTN, and I would like to talk a little bit about that. We partnered with MTN to take data, to remove data or heavy data from this product. Okay. So when we started, we noted that streaming was going to be very difficult for a Ugandan, because our internet is very expensive. Our internet prices are still high, especially probably in the entire region compared to others. Okay, so our internet is expensive, and without streaming is very data intensive. Consumes a lot of data. Okay, if you want to stream, so our Ugandans can't stream because it's always MB's one. So every time they send a WhatsApp message, it pulls up and switches off. Okay, switches off data, and he's gonna probably put that data back if he wants to send another message. Okay. And so what does that tell you? That tells you we have data problems. We have internet affordability problems. So we approached MTN, and they are passionate about internet breakthrough, or the internet breaking through in probably every Ugandan having access to internet. They are really passionate about that. So they were really passionate about this, and they said we are happy to help Ugandans stream. And so we got into a partnership with them, and so we created what we call bundles. Streaming bundles. So there's an hour, okay, there's a day, there's a week, there's a month. So we wanted, whatever you can afford. If you can afford an hour, fine. If you can afford a day, great. If you can afford a week, great. A month, brilliant. Okay. So we said a day, an hour should be 800 shillings. Okay. Yeah, 800 shillings. Binusu, okay? Yeah, it's 500 chinusu, 200 and 100 chinusu, right? Then you can buy an hour. Then we say if you buy that hour, we will give you 2 GB on top of it. So 800 shillings really buys you 2 GB of data plus all the content in the app. It gives you access to all the content, okay? Now, a day is 1,500. That gives you 3 GB plus all the content in the app. Okay, it's not like you can access this, then you can't access this for 1.5, then this package, and no, everything. Okay, with 3 GB on top. A week, 7,500. That's for 15 GB of data on top. Okay, so it means as long as you're streaming your TV, your main data account cannot be touched. You're only consuming that 15 GB. Okay? You're on that 15 GB. And so a month is 20,000, and that's 45 GB of data plus all the other content in the app. And there's so much content in your TV channels app. So much content. So that's where it's not free, okay? The reason I said it's free is because when you look at it in a sense, okay? How can 800 shillings give you 2 GB of data? If you went to MTN or on their menu to look for it, it's not there, okay? So which means they have literally created something specifically for you to afford this. So when you think of it, that all this content that's put together plus the data that's given to you and all the work that goes in it, it's more like it's for free, okay? And that's what makes it the cheapest streaming platform in the entire region, if not probably the rest of Africa, if you like, okay? Could be. I'm thinking. I'll look it up. I will look it up. I'll look up who probably is cheaper than us. But I think
you need to get your information. Really
we could be the cheapest there is.
Yes. So that is well said for you from Mr. Mugisha Agri, the CEO of YOTV. But right now, at this very moment, I want to ask, what is the future of YOTV 5 years from now?
When we set out, the dream was to see every Ugandan consuming TV on their smartphone. And I can tell you, the dream, the goal, 5 years from now, is to have every Ugandan who owns a smartphone consuming our Ugandan TVs, our Ugandan radios on their smartphone without missing a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a dream, that our local content is consumed on our mobile gadgets in the next 5 years. That's our dream. That's our dream.
What are your closing remarks? So what do you need the audience to know about your TV channel?
Your TV channels app is for every Ugandan with a smartphone. I would call upon every Ugandan out there to go and look for an app called Your TV Channels app. Download it. It's there in the Play Store. It's in the App Store. You can look it up on Facebook or any of those social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Look it up, download it, sign up. You sign up with your number. So we made sign up very easy. You just put in your number, we send you a PIN, it's 4 digits, you put them in, okay? And you have the app and you have access to all your local TV stations or local radio stations, and you have movies, unlimited, you have series, you have everything there is. You have songs, you have Christian radio stations, Christian TV stations. You can even go to church on your TV channels app, okay? You can go to church there because every pastor is on there, okay? So there is nothing that's not on your TV channels app. If you have your TV channels app, you do not need anything else in terms of entertainment. So I would tell Ugandans out there to go out and look for that app called Your TV Channels app and put in your MTN number and you are good to go. There's no data problems, there's no problem at all. You will blast away and have fun.
That is what we have for you today on Business and Sport, but I won't go further than that. Always stay tuned to know what is happening in the business space in Uganda. I'm Jacqueline. Till next time, next Friday at 8 p.m. Have a very good evening.